so this is the place, huh? The Urshilaku camp. Around here I can learn more about this Nerevarine. I must, speak with the Ashcan, though. Perhaps some folks around will tell me a bit more of what I need to know. You come to talk? Then talk, Outlander. Yes, perhaps you can tell me who to talk with? Well, you want to speak to Sulmatul? You want to speak to Nabani Mesa? Have they sent you? No. Well, if they have not sent you, then you will not speak to them. You are an Outlander, and Sulmatul is our chief, and Nabani Mesa is our wise woman. They will not speak to you. I was sent, but not by either of them. I have not heard of this, so go and find some other who has. I suppose so. If I go into a random yurt. No, it's rude, but hey there. Talk, Outlander. Speak with respect, and I'll listen. Alright? I wish to speak with Sulmatul. Sulmatul will not talk to you. Nabani Mesa will not talk to you. You have no standing among us, Outlander. But I wish to learn more about the Nerevarine prophecies. Oh? The Nerevarine prophecies are not for Outlanders. Why shall Sulmatul and Nabani Mesa speak to you about these things? Who are you, that we should trust you? Listen. If I don't get an answer, then I might just fight you here and now. Duel to the death. Upon my word, upon my honor as a member of House Redrin, I am willing to perform a duel if I have to. You're not an unworthy opponent. I hear honor in your words and courage in your heart. I would regret killing you, but regret even more should you kill me. Very well, perhaps Sulmatul will be angry with me, but I think I can bear that. Go to the Ashcan's yurt and speak with Sulmatul. Ask him your questions and tell him I have sent you.
Whatever you're looking
Alright,
for,
very well, Zabamund. I shall do that. Alright. So this must be the yurt. So, my champion Zabamoon has sent you to talk with me about the Nerevarine prophecies. Then go ahead, Valor Dreth. Talk. I am very curious. I wish to know more. You think you fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies? You wish to be tested to see if you are the Nerevarine? No. No Outlander may join the Nerevarine cult. If you are a clan friend, an adopted member of the Ashlander tribes, then perhaps. Just perhaps. But, I have an initiation rite in mind. If you pass this rite, I'll adopt you as a clan friend of the Ashlanders, and then I will submit you to Nabani Mesa, a wise woman, who is skilled in oracles and mysteries, and who will test you against the prophecies. Oh yeah, and what kind of initiation rite do you have in mind? Well, to be adopted into the tribe, you must undergo a harrowing you will be judged by the spirits and ancestors to see if you are worthy. Go to the Urshilaku burial caverns and fetch me Sul Sinapul's bone-biter bow. Sul Sinapul was my father, and his spirit guards his bone mold longbow deep in the burial caverns. Return to me with this bow, and I will adopt you as the Ashlander tribes into the Ashlander tribes as a clan friend. Oh yeah? And where would these burial caverns be? Well, it's quite simple. The burial caverns lie to the southwest of the camp, a north-facing door in a little hill halfway between us and the slopes of Red Mountain. Go north from the camp to the water, then turn east Karen on the beach, turn and head straight south. Until you find the door of the spirits of our ancestors' gods, the caverns. They will attack and will kill you if they can. Force your way past them, or evade them. Get the bow, and return to prove your worthiness. I see. Very well. Be on my way then. Kinda crazy that I have to go on a quest. Wait a minute. The Ashlanders want me to rob their own dead to essentially prove my worthiness. I mean, I've done grave robbing before, but it was usually for, like, my uncle. I never thought that noble Ashlanders would do such a thing. Well, doesn't seem like it was that big of a walk. So the caverns are right here. Looks like the place. Well, I've heard that Ashlander burial caverns were quite extensive and can stretch to massive necropolises. I will say I am quite disappointed. This place has nothing on Necron. Skeleton. Alright. So the undead do reside down here. Though they are far weaker than the Draugr of the North. Draugr of Solstheim are tough as can be. But it does seem like these individuals might be a little bit more challenging than some of what I fought before. Jumping the sledge might be a real challenge. Never quite was the best at jumping. Can I climb around the side here? Guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how. I suppose long ago there was a bridge leading from there to here. Seems to have long collapsed. Down with you, skeletons. Man, it is quite dark in here. These skeletons aren't quite all that tough, honestly. More jumps. Great. Not my strong suit by the end of this. Feel like I might get my workout in. Feels like there's plenty around here. Seems like there's a cavern here. Just more rats in the way. This seems a bit more like it. This is still completely and utterly. Honestly, I suppose for a small little burial cavern owned by a smaller tribe, this is quite impressive. Fragile burial. Don't suppose he would be in here, would he? Soul Cinepool. Here to collect your bow. I don't think he's going to be in here. It is quite dark, though. I feel as though I could ascend now even farther in House Redran. Seems like he's holding something in his hand there. This mummy here. Well, suppose while I'm here, I am ordered to rob this place. What is that? An axe. Doesn't seem to be all that well designed. Someone fell here. Looked behind a pick and a probe. Didn't seem like he was that skilled of an adventurer. Has some basic gear. What the? Ghost. Strange. Kinda just showed up out of nowhere. Didn't even see him. Guess that is kind of the whole point of a ghost, though. Don't exactly see him coming. Not a lot of... Huh? Oh, this is a lot of scrolls. Telekinesis isn't bad. I'll take the telekinesis. I might need it at some point. Water breathing. I know of one area where that would have been very nice to have. Don't suppose you're... No. I don't know if I'm gonna find this ancestor anywhere. But perhaps he's a little up this area. Might be even all the way up at the top. Wouldn't that be crazy? Well, seems like there's not a lot here, huh? Hey, cut that out. Annoying skeletons. He was just sitting up there waiting for me. Does seem to be something down here. Dracarys. Again, that might have been handy at one point, but not really all that handy right now. Seems to go deeper. Get away from me, you foul beast. Pitiful creatures, honestly. Wild to see so many adventurers fall before them. I got more running in. Foul beast. Is this liquor? Sujama. Now that might be nice and handy. Nothing's quite a good pick-me-up like a century-old Sujama. Nordic Claymore. Not exactly a lot in these caverns. I guess they really just buried their dead here. Nothing else. Suppose there is some value to some of this stuff, but definitely not all of it. Well, heading up. Alright. Now just up here. Ugh. It's getting a little harder to climb this place. How high up? Oh. Alright, don't look down. Don't look down, Valor. Don't look down. Ugh. Now this place looks like it might... Oh, mushrooms are growing here. Isn't that nice? Alright. Got some skeletons here. Bit of a way up. Perhaps there's more up here. Skeletons everywhere. Get off of me. I actually did some decent damage there. Ugh. Feel like I've actually taken a bit of a beating from that. Alright, I suppose I should sit down and heal up for a minute. Ugh. There we go. Alright. Now perhaps I should repair my armor here. Perhaps I should rest first. There we are. Feeling better. Alright. Get this stuff back up and running. Man, everything seems to be out of shape a little. Alright, there we are. Good as new. Now I should be able to march up here and hop across. Not sure if it's all that possible. I did it. Doesn't seem like I can hop up much farther though. I guess my legs aren't exactly best designed for this. Alright. This side I can't really explore all that well. That's fine. Alright. Seems to be at the very end of the road here. Though there is a bit of a path there. Well, this definitely seems like a few of them. Alright. As long as I keep making my way through. Gotta say, this place seems a little more peaceful. Almost like calm before the storm. Down with you, skeleton. Gotta say, these skeletons aren't all that tough. Standard fortify magicka. Not all that great, honestly. Probe. Steel dagger. Perhaps I should sit down and have a sujama real quick. Cheers. Nice. Oh look, another ghost. Urgh. Oh, that was quite quick. Why do I feel so? Feel a bit more than that. I feel like I'm not quite in touch with myself all that much. Suppose I should restore myself a little. Perhaps I should take this mentor's ring off for a minute. What? Why? Why am I so... Alright, I need to... There we go. That's much more like it. Yeah. I feel like I can properly get all of my body rejuvenated here. Man, I do not feel like myself right now. How dizzy I feel. What did that guy hit me with? Was that his bow? Did not like that. Now slip this ring back on. There we are. Feel good as new. Right as rain. Now. Seems like this guy must have been that Sul Cinepool guy. And this here must be that Bonebiter bow of Sul Cinepool. Not too shabby. But I do suppose I should rest up here for a minute. You know, now that I feel like I'm starting to fulfill the more of the deeds of the Nerevarine, I feel like I can take a good bit more of a beating than ever. I feel like I'm stronger than anything else and fast as can be. Today, I suddenly realize the life I've been living, the punishment my body has taken, there are limits to what the body can do, and perhaps I've reached them. I've wondered what it takes, what it is like to grow old. Well, now I know. Now I know. Looking around here. Although, growing old means being buried with gems for thieves to later take. I guess it wouldn't be too bad to encourage people to raid my tombs. Give people at least some motive of something to do. Some semblance of self-understanding and self-motivation. Even if it's a bit more on the dishonest end. Though, I suppose I should probably make my way back to that Ashlander encampment now. Though I suppose I should explore this place a bit more. Who knows what's around here? It seems like there's an amulet here. Amulet of Frost, I mean, not exactly all that pricey. Not exactly the best enchantment either, so... Sorry, Grandma, gonna use your head as a bit of a platform here. Huh. Oh. Okay, last time I'm gonna jump around like that. Okay, okay. This place is definitely a little more... definitely a little more vertical than what I'm used to. Suppose getting down to the ground is very good once in a while. I'm a very grounded individual, I suppose. Uh, hmm. Though I suppose there was another side to this. Jumping onto that rock platform. Not exactly all that possible now. Now that I've gone to the other side of that area. So jumping around the intended way. Suppose it is still somewhat possible. Just how'd you get stuck out here and starve to death? Favor the katana. Man of culture, I see. There's something about wearing a helmet of troll bone. It's kind of unsettling. I see you running at me. You want some? Come and get it. Not too shabby, skillet champion. Not too shabby. Alright. Now, that's something. Now that seems very useful. Take that scroll and... Seems like got another cavern over here. Great. No, thank you. Get down on the ground. Where you belong, skeleton. Spark cleaver, huh? Not exactly the best kind of halberd to have. Not exactly the most powerful. And this seems like it was pretty much a waste, but it is kind of fancy seeing how far they expanded this. Almost wonder if they blocked this area off after realizing that there was like a cave-in over there or something. Yeah. Suppose it'll be easier to swim back to shore. Hello there. Enchantment. Spear of the Light. Not exactly the best kind of spear, huh? Creating light is like fancy, but pulling out a spear just to do that and then swapping back, bit of a hassle. At least this place seems to be well lit up. Perhaps I can make the jump now. Now I have to fight him. Not all that tough, I'll give him that. Man. The undead here do not prove a threat at all. I think the Urshilaku need to step up their game when it comes to protecting their grave sites. I would suggest greater undead, like greater bone walkers and perhaps a few, I don't know, perhaps just a bit more of the stronger undead in general. Perhaps a Bone Lord wouldn't hurt all that much. Well, should make my way back. Eh, not like it's that far of a walk. As long as I make sure to take care of the wildlife on the way. Alright. Here at the old Urshilaku camp. Suppose I should give the son of Sul Sinapul his father's bow. Sulmatul. Hey. So, Ashlander, have you completed the initiation rite? Yeah, Sulmatul, son of Sul Sinapul. I have retrieved your grandfather's bow or whatever. The bow, this Bonebiter bow of Sul Sinapul. Here, just take the damn thing. Ah, this is my father's Bonebiter bow. You have completed the initiation rite. I name you Valor Dreth, clan friend of the Ashlanders. Keep my father's bow and bear it with honor. You are a friend of our tribe, and may rest in any Urshilaku bed, but do not harm any other tribe member, or take their things. And now I will fulfill my promise, and go to the wise woman's yurt, and Nabani Mesa shall examine you and test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. Are you freaking kidding? So I went all this way and you don't even want the damn thing? Okay. Here. You keep it. Oh no, by all means, no, you keep it. But, I don't really want it. Alright, now let's go ahead and, speak with this wise woman. This definitely seems like is that a House Redoran banner as a floor mat? Bit disrespectful, huh? Oh well. So you must be Nabani Mesa. I've heard of you. So, they've told of you, Ashlander, or shall I say clan friend. You are hard-headed, but ignorant. And ignorant. But, perhaps it is not your fault. My Lord Ashkin says you will ask me about the Nerevarine prophecies. He also says I will test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. I must do as my Lord Ashcan says. So ask your questions and I'll test you. Alright, so do I fit? Well, there are many Nerevarine prophecies, and they suggest many things. Aspects of uncertain parents, the moon and star, sleepers, 7 curses, the curses of Bane, the prophecy of the stranger, the prophecy of the 7 visions, the lost prophecies. Ask me of these things if you are patient, if you would be wise, or if you are impatient to know, just ask, do I pass the test of the Nerevarine prophecies? Go ahead, Ashlander. I am the wise woman. Ask your questions and I'll answer. Well, I already know of my father, but I guess I really never knew of my mother all that well. Ah, so if what you say is true, then you are indeed born on a certain day of uncertain parents, at least one. This is part of the prophecy, but many of the same birthday, and many are not sure of their parents. It is interesting, but it does not make you the Nerevarine. I see. And, what are these lost prophecies? You know, I grabbed the a little book on it, and there are Nerevarine prophecies that have been lost, the seven curses, and others. Some are forgotten, some hidden, some deliberately lost. The wise women are my memory of the Lothy people, but it is a faulty memory, and we are mortal, and our knowledge dies with us. But we hear that the dissonant priests of the temple study our Nerevarine prophecies and record them in books. Such written words never die. You must go to them and ask for these books, and bring me what you find. I see, I see. And, tell me about the seven curses. Well, it is another Ashlander prophecy of the Nerevarine. It is called the Seven Curses of the Sharmot, but I do not know it, and I know no one who does. It may be lost. Such things happen. A wise woman dies or forgets, or a clan is wiped out. Perhaps someone knows, but it keeping it secret. Perhaps it is in one of those many books of your settled people. I have heard that the dissonant priests of the temple may have such books. Tell me of the sleepers. Rumors say that in the towns mad cultists called sleepers are attacking people, saying that Dagoth has awoken and will drive the outlanders from Morrowind. Perhaps it is just a coincidence, but I think it's a sign of the Nerevarine, not necessarily a sign that you are the Nerevarine. Perhaps the time of the Nerevarine has come, and you have come at the same time. This is not passing a test, but it may mean you have come part to play in the coming of the Nerevarine. Tell me about the moon and star. Well, legend says Indral Nerevar's family standard bore the moon and star, and Nerevar's armor and weapons bore the sign. Some say he bore a moon and star birthmark. Some say he has a magic ring marked with a moon and star. Others say he was born under a moon and star. In any case, I think the moon and star is the mark of the Nerevarine, and you do not have this mark, so you're not the Nerevarine. What about the seven visions? Well, the full title of the prophecy is Seven Visions of the Seven Trials of the Incarnate. Listen, I'll tell you the verses. Seven trials. What he puts his hands to, that shall be done. What is left undone, that shall be done. First trial. On a certain date, uncertain parents, incarnates a moon and star reborn. Second trial. Neither blight nor age can harm him. The curse of flesh before his flies. Third trial. In caverns dark Azura's eye sees, and makes to shine the moon and star. Fourth trial. A stranger's voice unties the houses. 3 houses call him Hortator. Fifth trial. A stranger's hand unties the Velothi 4 tribes, call him Nerevarine. Sixth trial. He honors blood of the tribe unmourn. He eats the sin and is reborn. Seventh trial. His mercy frees the cursed false gods, binds the broken, redeems the mad. One destiny. He speaks the law for Velos people. He speaks for their lands and names them great. Now, what does this prophecy mean? It tells us who the Nerevarine will be and the trials he must undergo. Perhaps he fulfills his destiny. In some parts I understand, some parts I do not. I will answer your questions as best I can, but I cannot pretend to understand all. Well, that's a lot to unpack. I guess one thing's for sure, I don't think I passed the test, do I? Well, of course not. You are not the Nerevarine. You're one who may become the Nerevarine. It is a puzzle and a hard one, but you have found some of the pieces. You may find more. Do you choose to be the Nerevarine? Then seek the lost prophecies. among descendant priests of the temple. Find the lost prophecies, bring them to me, and I will be your guide. And take these copies of the Stranger and the Seven Visions. Now, I told you all I know. Go, think on what I've told you, and do what must be done. Uh,
Yes, Outlander.
Very
What
well.
do you want?
I'll leave with your great wisdom, O wise woman. Hmm. A lot of that could have just been random gobbledygook, but honestly, a lot of that did seem to make at least a good bit of sense. I suppose if I want to become the Nerevarine, I have to do some sort of strange feats. How am I supposed to gain the sigil of the moon and star? I guess I already have a piece of the puzzle by valuing Azura as one of my deities, but other than that, I guess I'll have to think on this when I go and rest at my own house.